Hey guys, today more Warhammer Deathguard. I got invited to play survival mode, which is you set up a base and you just survive wave after wave of enemies, which was pretty fun. So I didn't record that one. Because it was on really hard mode and we lost. It took us about 20 minutes to lose, so we did survive for a bit. Survival mode, it's not too bad actually. The first 3 waves are something that anyone can beat, even like a new player. It's really only when you get to like wave 4 that starts to kick your butt. So yeah, I'm going to show you off some survival Deathguard. Usually this is where I do the announcements. The only announcement I have is we got a lot of snow. So I'm making this during winter time, and we got like 4 or 5 inches of snow out there. It's not. There might be enough snow out there to make something out of it, but it's not fun to walk in. You might be able to make like a snowman or something out of it, but yeah, I think that's the only announcement I have. So I'll get straight to the match I recorded. So I'm not a survival expert or a last stand expert, so I just did the first map. So airport is the first map, and I actually did pretty well on it. I lasted a lot longer than 20 minutes, so I want to show you that. Really the point of this video is, one, I did well on survival mode. This is my second try doing it. And the other point of the video is I want to show off full power Deathguard, because I was checking the internet and there's not a lot of Deathguard stuff on there. So here's more Deathguard stuff. I think they're a lot of fun. The only thing that sucks about Deathguard is if you make like one mistake, you usually lose like half your army. But because I'm playing Chaos, I feel like that's a Chaos thing to do. Losing half your army, that's, Chaos throws away their soldiers all the time. So, losing like half your army over one mistake, it feels like a Chaos thing. So not the worst thing ever. So yeah, Deathguard, I have it set for Imperial Fists, because this is one of my favorite fights in the books. Now that I think about it, I probably should have set it to White Scars. White Scars and Deathguard were like rivals, so maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have did White Scars instead. I don't know if you read that first part, but it says you can build as many turrets as you want. You don't have unlimited resources, so building as many turrets as you want is kind of risky. And yeah, finally loaded. I can start it. And yes, I guess this is how you beat survival. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I guess this is how you beat survival, if you guys want to know, or do well on it.
Let me serve you.
Now Deathguard doesn't have a lot of defensive options, and they don't have a lot of anti-vehicle options.
I coughed up alone.
So This is an army with not a lot of options, so this was pretty tricky to win with.
It was good for me to be afflicted so I might learn your degree.
And I might fast forward it because this is an hour long. I survived a lot longer than 20 minutes. It was an hour long.
We were afflicted.
So I think I'm going to fast forward it because I don't know if you guys want to see this stuff. Capping my points. This is what the map looks like. Most of it's like a road. You got this valley here to separate the fights. It is a 2-lane fight. So this is one. You got your 1 lane here, and you got your 1 lane here. So it's a 2-lane fight, and it starts around. The fights start around the 2-minute mark. So the first fight should be coming up soon. So I really only know the one build order. I haven't really experimented much with Deathguard. I just don't have time. I think if I had more time, I could experiment more with Deathguard. But yeah, I only really know this build order, and that's it. If I had more time, maybe I could figure out the other build orders. I know there's like a full demon build order out there. That seems kind of lame. The demons are cool, and they do alright, but I don't want to do a full demon army. So I did buy some demons here. I got some zombies. This is your best unit for a while. And these are actual Space Marines, not scouts or anything like that. And yeah, the zombies are actually taking no damage. Yeah, it says here they do 22 damage, but you can see that they're doing a lot more than 22 damage. If they really did do 22 damage, this fight would last forever. But yeah. So this one squad of zombies it'll be enough for a while. It was able to take out that squad without any casualties. Here I try to cap this point. I found out as we're playing survival for a bit, you can cap anything you want. You do have to do a little bit of running away to do it, as you can see here. But you can capture anything on the map. And as you can see in the top left, I have normal resources. I don't have like super resources on or anything like that. So capping these points are actually a pretty big deal. Even if it's just like +6 and not the full +12, it's still a pretty big deal to cap these. Another thing I've been doing is generator first. It takes me a while to build up enough resources to make a squad. So I actually been doing generator first and then barracks. Usually you do barracks first, but it takes so long to build up resources that I'm just like, screw it. Generator first. So there's a fight here, commander versus like scouts, and my cultists are desperately trying to capture this. If they capture this, it's a huge win. So yeah, squad wipe here. There's nothing I can really do to save him. There's nothing I can do to save him. I don't think they'll decap this. So this is just +6 for the rest of the game. And here they really don't like it when you capture this. The computer really doesn't like it when you capture this for some reason. So yeah, that's another squad wipe. These cultists are 80 points, so not crazy. I will spend the whole game trying to capture these, because as you can see, I went from 90 to 140. So it is pretty impactful. The first time I played this map, I didn't know you can capture these. So I played with like plus 80 the whole time. So that was rough. Here I'm going 1.5. Normally my build order is to make a big army and then upgrade it, but there's no real threat right now, so I'm going 1.5. I still plan on making a big army, but I really want to get a vehicle out, because that vehicle will buy me a lot of time, and time is really important. I think this survival thing is time-based, so if you don't kill them fast enough, you'll have two or three waves coming after you. So you gotta kill these guys pretty quick, or you'll have two waves coming out after you. So this is two squads of Space Marines and like these like scout units. This tree does damage over time, so it should help out quite a bit. Because it's Imperial Fist, I didn't have to worry about detection, so you won't see fly spam like in the last video. The flies are supposed to decrease accuracy though, so you could still make the flies if you wanted to. So here I capture 3 points and go to cap, but as soon as I cap, a new squad pops out. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to cap. They pop out. The moment I walk from here to there, there's a new army. So I can't really make the walk. Because this match was pretty long, I can just talk about the Deathguard, Imperial Fist, and talk about the books and stuff like that. The fights are pretty normal. I know there's some of you guys out there who are not Deathguard experts. I'm not a Deathguard expert either. I just play this one build order, but I can explain a few things. No assault marines. This is one where you just want to build a big defense and just wait. So no assault marines. And also the difference between assault marines and normal marines, it's not a huge difference. So I didn't bother with assault marines. Getting upgrades from the gift repository. Each and every one of these upgrades is really important. So I really gotta get those upgrades up. Each and every one of upgrades from these buildings is super important. This is my level 2 building. This is my Demon and Commander building. It's not a super... I wouldn't call this building super important, but I am making it... trying to make it first. I made this building first. I forget why, to be honest with you. I made the demon one first. Oh yeah, I think I made it first, so I can have another commander. Having two commanders makes this a lot easier. I was able to capture this. The computer gets pretty mad when you capture it. I wasn't able to capture this one because it's defended. So I think this is like the most I can do. If I was cheekier, I might have been able to get this slag depot. But as you'll find out, just one slag depot was enough. Yeah, I got the slag depot up. So that's nice. Getting the economy upgrades. As you can see, I have 900 power from just the normal build order. Deathguard does go through quite a bit of power, so this 900 will become 0 pretty quick. Level 2, you don't get anything crazy in level 2, so it's gonna be a while before I have an actual like threat. It takes a while for Deathguard to be a threat, so I do like these building animations. That's nice. Yeah, the first time I played it, I lost to, I had like thousands of resources, but one factory. So this time around, I learned from my mistake. I got 2 factories. So I think that's what I'm going to do every time I play survival. Every time I play survival, I'm going to get 2 factories going. So I got the plasma. I don't know if the plasma will actually do anything. It seems to be commander's already dead. I'm not sure why he's so low on health when the fight first started. Unless that tree is a lot better than I thought. It's like 10 versus like 20. So I'm not sure if I can win this fight. Yeah, it's like 10 versus 20. New squad, new commander. This commander kind of sucks, but I do want to experiment with him. He's got a lot of upgrades, and I just want to try him out. The people I talked to said you should always make the other commander, but the other commander is just pure support. Well, this commander here, you can have him by himself and he can do stuff. I got the zombies defending this. I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket, like most people do. So I do have my army a bit spread out. And if Deathguard, it's kind of hard to spread out your army. I'm already halfway full on the population cap, and as you can see, this is what half my army looks like. I'm almost full power, and it's like 10 guys. So full power Deathguard honestly doesn't take up that much of the map. I'm building more turrets. I'm like, I have these guys on the normal stance, and on the normal stance they just beeline it. So what is it? I forget what the stance is called. Predators are amazing now. In Soulstorm, you would make the Predator and lose. They would not carry you. They would not carry you at all. In Unification, they made Predators a lot better. I am at my level 3 building up. Once the game slows down, I think I'll fast forward it, because I don't think you guys want to. I don't think anyone wants to watch an hour-long Deathguard video. Rhinos cost 1 cap, and they're pretty strong. I was planning on using this rhino to cap this point, but we'll see. I don't remember exactly what I do. I do need to get my stronger units going. I'm pretty desperate for stronger units. So as you can see, I'm on wave 3. And so far, I only lost like 2 guys and some cultists. So wave 3, not too bad. Going level 4. Going level 4 right now was probably a mistake. The only thing at level 4 is I think 1 guy. So clicking that button only let me unlock 1 guy. So that was probably not the best idea. And here's the thing that happens a lot of Deathguard. They'll pretty much never be in sync. I think these predators have more range than the marines. So these guys will pretty much never be in sync with each other. So that's one thing that's kind of annoying with Deathguard. I did get the Rhino upgrade, so instead of just the bolter, it now has the rocket launcher. I was able to take out the Razorback and the Chaplain. My commander is looking pretty low though, so I might have to retreat. Looks like the Rhino was able to kill the... Looks like the Rhino went straight through the Chaplain. Because I don't think... My commander doesn't do that much damage. It's more of a defensive commander. So I don't think the commander went straight through the Chaplain. These scouts are actually pretty tanky. My predator is going right through them. So that's nice to know. But as you can see, 2 predators and a rhino takes up half my army. So these predators, they're good, but they take up a good chunk of my space. I finally got Mortarion out, which is the dad, which is kind of like a meme. You know, you got these guys who everyone worries about, and then you got the dad, which is awesome. I have no idea if he's actually this big, but I'm totally okay with it. I know he's huge, but I didn't think he'd be like this much taller than everybody else. He's like what, 10 times taller than everybody else? That's crazy big. He's my level 4 unit. I'm guessing he's like a living saint. So he's another one of those guys who don't really do that much damage. He's just kind of there for show. And that's what the living saint was. Living saint doesn't do much damage, but it's really good at defense. So I made him. I had other choices too. I had the Baneblade and the Land Raider. And out of those 3 choices, I like having the dad the most. I just think he's iconic. And they are getting more and more Deathguard books. So I feel like having the dad out is nice. Upgrading these, maxing out these listening posts You get more damage and you get more economy. So that's nice. I finally have my anti-vehicle squad. So when those tanks do show up, I can handle them. I got my Terminators out. These Terminators look great. These are the long-range Terminators. It's gonna be a minute before I get the close-range Terminators. But as you can see, nothing so far was a huge threat. Even these Terminators going down pretty quick. I'm not sure why, because it really is a level 1 squad of a level 1 commander. So I feel like these Terminators should be able to do alright. Unless these Rhinos are just that good, which who knows. So what I like about Mortarion is he has a jump, and what that does is I can jump him in and out of fights, so I can pick which fights he wins and which fights he loses. So that's nice. Yeah, so I got all these turrets up here, but my army likes to run forward, so nothing I can really do. So now I got the medics. So now each one of these guys has a medic on them. I feel like in the long run, medics is probably the best pick. I'm still experimenting, so maybe medics isn't the right call, but who knows. But yeah, it's just gonna be a big blob here. That's kind of the plan. I'm still not sure why these go down so quick. Again, my commander doesn't do that much damage, and these guys don't do much damage. So I'm not sure where the damage is coming from. Unless it's just the Rhinos. It could just be the Rhinos doing all the damage. First Dreadnought of the game, I don't really have an answer for it. These Rhinos, I should use the grenade. There it is. The Rhino grenade is amazing. It's totally worth the resources to buy it. As you can see, these guys just now started shooting, and this squad is already like dead, and that's just from the Rhino grenade. So this Rhino grenade is nuts. This is Typhus' ability. I got Typhus out. Typhus is my level 4 commander. He has 2 abilities. One is to take more damage, and the second one is this fly ability. And this fly ability does absolutely insane damage. It can kill pretty much anything in the game. Oh, I got my Titan out. So my Titan is really my only form of My Titan's my only real form of anti-vehicle. So I really needed a Titan out. If I don't have a Titan out, I kind of lose. Oh yeah, this fly ability comes back pretty quick, and it really can kill anything in the game pretty quickly. So that's nice. I do have the Demon Prince transformation, I think, but I like having a heal, so I actually prefer not to transform into a demon. Having that heal in between waves is pretty massive. So the plan right now is to have a big blob here, because I know this is where the big threat is going to come from, and I have a small blob here. At least that's what the plan was. It turns out around wave 8, they start hitting this side really hard, which I didn't know. So I thought most of it's going to come from here. So, yeah. So yeah, Deathguard versus Imperial Fist is something that actually happened. Actually, the first time Deathguard went evil, this was actually the first thing they did, was attack Imperial Fist. The moment they became traitors, this was the first thing they did. So, and they actually did a pretty good job. The first time they fought, they actually did a pretty good job. And they actually had a lot of demon weapons at the start, which is something that not a lot of people did or had. Most people got demon weapons later on, but Deathguard had a lot of demon stuff at the start. So that was pretty nice. Now that my Titan's here, they're gonna have a hard time getting through it. If they do get to the feet, there's not a lot it can do. So as long as it doesn't get to the feet, it should be fine. And here again, I didn't want my guys this far out, but there's, I don't know, they're melee guys, they're close range. I can't put them on hold stance, or they won't be able to kill anything. So I had to put them on aggressive stance for them to get any kills. Yeah, anytime they win a fight, I can just heal them up. So, and Typhus looks great. He looks exactly how he does in the board game. So he looks great. He does have a white helmet though, in the board game, but that's just a nitpick. But yeah, they look great. Oh, these are skulls. I thought this was his guts. I guess they couldn't put that in there. He's supposed to have his guts hanging out, but oh well. And again, I don't have a lot of defensive options. This is really my only choices for defense. So here's the next fight. This is against 2 tanks and some squads, upgraded squads. So it's a pretty aggressive army versus my couple guys. Another fight over here. This fight here though has my big blob, so I'm a lot more confident in this fight. This is a fight Mortarion would actually probably lose, so I need to get out of there. Mortarion's great and all, but that's the fight he would lose. And if my guys had more range, I can actually shoot over here. But none of the Deathguard guys have any range. That's another big weakness of them, is range. But I guess that makes sense, because in the books, they had like well, I don't know if they had outdated guns. Well no, they had outdated guns, but modern bullets. I think that's what it was. Here I'm letting my turrets do the work. Now I'm doing the fly thing again. And I should have the airstrike. I should have the airstrike unlocked. The airstrike isn't that good, but I got it now. Mortarion is honestly not that good, but you should be able to clean up like 2 squads. You can take out 2 squads fine. Most of my vehicles take up 4 cap, so I can't really fill up this cap. It's at 17, and all my vehicles have take up 4 population. So yeah, not a lot I can do there. I'm on wave 6 already. Time flies. So yeah, I built this HQ here because that's like an old school thing to do. You use your HQ as like a shield. And for the most part, this is my plan. Just to build these and just hold out. Yeah, fully upgraded rhinos are almost as good as a predator. They're a lot slower than a predator, but they're almost as good. So if I just get a bunch of rhinos out, the rhino has a flamethrower and a rocket launcher, so it's anti-everything. So
serve you.
Yeah, pretty nice. And if you're wondering where Deathguard gets his weapons at, it's probably the evil tech priest. You got the good tech priest and the evil tech priest. I think that's where a lot of their stuff came from, is from the evil tech priest. And in the books, some of the weapons are actually just demons transformed. So some of these swords might actually be just demons transformed into swords. I think this is the rocket launcher upgrade. I think the rocket launcher upgrade makes it so every rocket launcher is like a grenade launcher. So now all the rocket launchers have like splash damage, which is really nice. I think this is a point where I'll start fast forwarding, because this is basically what I do for an hour. This choke point here is really nice because I can just poison them over and over again. In the books, it was mostly long-range fights. It was mostly artillery, and they would send a couple squads here and there to pick off a couple space marines here and there. But in the books, the fights were really slow. And basically what happened was, after fighting for so long, the area between the artillery became like a kill zone. And they started hitting zombies and stuff. So if you went inside the middle area and tried to take out the artillery, you would had to deal with all that zombies and stuff. I transformed my commander for the invincibility frames. This Razorback would tear right through my commander, so I'm pretty scared of it. Predator on this side, but I can just heal and be fine. There's one tank that's already almost taken out my HQ. So this tank does ridiculous damage. I didn't think one tank would be enough to take out my buildings. But yeah, Deathguard, you just kind of poison spam. So that's kind of what happened. This stacking all the poisons on top of each other was actually pretty effective. And here I really cannot split my army. So yeah, there's not a lot I can do. The only thing I can really do is actually delete these guys and make a level 3 unit. But I feel like the level 3 unit would just get torn apart by these Centurions. I don't know if Centurions were in the... I don't know when these guys first came out. I read a lot of the books and I haven't seen any. So I'm not sure when these guys first came out. I feel like the Centurions are like a newer thing. 'Cause I haven't seen any in the books. Typhus goes right through Terminators, no problem. It's just he has a hard time getting past all the bullets. If you can get past the bullets, you can tear right through the Terminators. If I had more population, I could, I want to be accurate to the books and make a bunch of artillery, but I didn't have enough population for that. I could take out these rhinos and make one artillery, but I don't think that's worth it. Giving up 4 rhinos for 1 artillery, I don't think that's worth it. The artillery's good, but it's not that good. And yeah, I think this is another point where I'll fast forward it. I'm not gonna bore you to death. All I know, if it wasn't for this choke point, I probably would have. This side here would probably be lost a long time ago. And soon there'll be a point where I realize I'm really floating, and I can build as many turrets as I want. So I think pretty soon I'll turret spam. Because they said you can build as many turrets as you want, so you'll see me turret spam. And you kind of have to against Imperial Fist. This zombie squad actually never died, which is crazy to me. This one squad could take him out instantly. So I'm super surprised this zombie squad is still alive. I put my Titan in range of my rocket launcher dudes. So my rocket launcher dudes should be able to protect them. Looks like I'm losing on the right side. Oh yeah, they got the Land Raider. This Land Raider like one-shots my rhinos. And here you can see how strong Typhus is. He's getting shot by a Land Raider and he's fine. So yeah, just spam and build these. Looks like my demon commander is alive. I thought he went down. Yeah, you can see how much time he's buying me. If I were to get close, this Land Raider would shoot the other 3 guns. So I can't get close to it. Here, Mortarion actually died, and I didn't realize it. So I got a bunch of rhinos here. I do plan on remaking Mortarion. Even though these rhinos do help out a lot. These rhinos really are anti-everything. So I was like, might as well, you know, leave and take out these Terminators pretty nicely. It's nice having a vehicle that's anti-everything. I said I don't like Defilers because they don't really have a weakness. They're good against everything. And rhinos are good against everything too. But rhinos have a lot less health. So I feel like they're a bit more balanced. Their lower health makes it a bit more balanced in my eyes. I did delete enough rhinos to make another Mortarion. And yeah, this small army right here is the most I can make. I did have 2 population left, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me what I wanted to do with it. So I think I just never filled that up. I could make another squad, but that squad would be pretty much worthless. The level 1 Marines are not that good. They are level 1. But I could make another squad, but I don't think they would actually do anything. Pretty strong army from Imperial Fist. This is where the turrets really come in handy. I'm kind of hoping my zombies die so I can make stronger units. But my zombies just refuse to die. And I don't really feel like deleting them because they are getting kills. I'm actually at 800 kills right now. So that's pretty cool. That plane going by was my orbital strike. So that's cool. We're actually almost at the end already. See, I didn't really have to micro my units very much, but I had to micro my builders a lot. I had to micro the absolute crap out of my builders. Let's see, what is this? A basilisk. Okay. I'm actually about to drop my mouse. I have to let go. There we go. Yeah, it may not look like it, but it's holding. Yeah, I thought 4 rhinos were better than 1 predator, and better than 1 plague burst crawler. I mean, plague burst crawler has 3 guns, and 1 rhino has like 5 guns. So there's like 20 guns right here. I chose 20 guns over 3. That was the plan. And here they decapped it, but I don't really need this anymore. Now I have my close range Terminators, which were a lot better than I thought. When I used these guys in a 2v2, they died instantly. But they're actually pretty good in survival mode. So they must be better than I thought. Orcs just must be ridiculous, because these guys are actually super hard to kill. So I'm guessing Orcs is just ridiculous. Now it's pretty hard for me to get to level 4. So at this point forward, I'm just kind of messing around, because I don't know what to do at level 4. My Terminators, they couldn't get very far, but they soaked up a bunch of damage, which was good enough for me. Soaking up damage, yeah, I'm killing these Terminators left and right, and my Terminators are still alive, so I call that a win. I still don't think this mod is 100% balanced, but if every patch is getting more and more balanced, basically that's what the patches are. The patches are balance, emergency like balance stuff. So, and these Terminators actually do pretty well against the Land Raider. They are getting shot at by like 5 missiles too. But I think the Terminators are actually doing more damage than the missiles. Yeah, the Terminators are doing a lot more damage than the missiles. which is interesting because the Terminators do 80 damage, and I thought the missiles would do a lot more damage. But yeah, you can see the health bar going down pretty quick. They should be doing like 80 damage, which isn't very high for a level 3 unit. But yeah, I really like the books. I really enjoy this Deathguard versus Imperial Fist fight. I would play Imperial Fists. They are my favorite Space Marines. But I find Imperial Fists annoying to play. They just don't feel like the ones in the books. You know, the ones in the books, I don't know. They're very strategic, and the ones in the books were very strategic and tactical, and they were good at like close range, and they would like hide in like tunnels and stuff and use traps. And these and the ones in the mod, I'm glad they're in the game, but the Imperial Fists do not match up with the ones in the book. They look the part, but they don't like play the part. So I do like Imperial Fists, but they just don't feel like the ones in the book. They don't give me that feeling. These Deathguard guys do though. They feel exactly. They feel like the book ones. So I've been playing Deathguard a lot because they do give me that like nostalgia feel. And this is basically full power Deathguard. If you skip to this part of the video, this is what full power Deathguard looks like. It's not much to look at, but this is it. You can build these trees anywhere, so I actually find these trees more useful than the turrets. The turrets are very limited. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do full power Deathguard. Right now I have the medics. Maybe it's better to do something else. You guys can let me know if this is like a bad setup. The only squad I'm missing is Possessed Marines. Deathguard's Possessed Marine are just not that great, so I'm not too worried about them. Here's like a pretty big fight. You got whatever this is, which looks like a Custodes vehicle. This looks more like a Custodes thing than a Imperial Fist thing. Oh yeah, and I tried ending the game early the first time I played this by attacking their base. And if you attack their base, like 7 dreadnoughts pop up. So if you try to win the game early, you can't, unless you can beat 7 dreadnoughts that pop out of nowhere. It's a pretty big fight. I think there's a small fight here. Yeah, I'm not worried about that one. Lander down. Really my only source of anti-vehicle is this Titan. So the Titan's doing all the work. Mortarion, I actually don't know how much vehicle damage he does. Mortarion's only job is to distract. I'm at 1,000 kills, so that's pretty nice. I was at 800 kills the last time I checked, so I got 400 kills in between that. My commander went down. Looks pretty bleak. These 2-lane fights are not a lot of fun. Splitting my army up sucks, but it does force me to think, which is a like a Warhammer thing, being tactical. This thing does not seem to be that strong. It's huge, but it can't even take out my Terminator. It says it does 800 damage a second, but it can't even kill my Terminator. It's doing like 10 damage a second. So, yeah, it's not that impressive. But yeah, if you had like endless resources, this is Deathguard. And we're getting towards the end, so don't worry about that. This was like the last big hoorah. So we are getting towards the end of it. And I didn't think I would talk for an hour. I thought I would like say a couple things and then speed up the whole thing. But I actually managed to an hour went by faster than I thought. See, I really enjoy Deathguard. I can just watch this for a while and have fun. I do want to try out like Imperial Guard and stuff. I have no idea what changes are there. Big words on the screen. Basically, they're saying you should attack the base, but I feel like once I get out of position, I'm gonna lose. It would take me a while to rebuild this army, so I don't really feel like moving just yet. Plus, all my stuff is halfway dead. Typhus is almost dead. Mortarian's almost dead. So I don't really feel like moving out of position. If I do move up, I have to use my Titan as a shield, which is something I don't feel comfortable doing. But it's kind of what I have to do. So I'm using my Titan as a shield. It's like a walking building. And what's funny is this is like a baby Titan. It's like a scout Titan, and I was able to take out everything. So that's cool. I'm kind of hoping they give Deathguard an actual Titan. It seems like other people have actual Titans, but I don't. Like Chaos has an actual Titan, but not Deathguard. So I'm hoping they give Deathguard an actual Titan. But if they do, it would probably take up my whole population count. So who knows? In the books, it was mostly Horus who had all the Titans. So maybe this is accurate. Deathguard not having Titans. It was mostly Horus who had them all. And Angron, the World Eaters, they used up all their Titans against the Emperor during an earlier fight. So I don't think World Eaters had any Titans. In the mod, they have a lot of Titans, but I think in the books they don't have any. So I feel like the World Eater Titans aren't very accurate. That's just me. World Eaters have a lot of vehicles, and in the books they don't have any, because they can't drive. There's a long story about why they can't drive. But yeah, I feel like World Eaters having a million vehicles just doesn't feel accurate at all. So my Titan is like one-shotting like the baby tanks, which is nice. It's even at level 4, it's hard to one-shot anything. So seeing these guys this Titan one-shot stuff is nice. It's refreshing. So I am moving up my army. It's gonna end with 1,300 kills, 1,300 kills. And these turrets do shred up my Terminators. So these turrets are pretty nutty. The Land Raider couldn't kill my Terminators, but these turrets can. And it's kind of annoying that the game told me to attack, and I'm getting punished for it. So that's kind of frustrating, honestly. And it should end here in a bit. So yeah, that's full power Deathguard. I hope you enjoy that. I can show you the score later. Transforming to get the invincibility frames. It's kind of like fighting games where you do a Dragon Punch to be invincible. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I just want to show off full power Deathguard. I don't think anyone is super interested in watching an hour-long fight. So I just want to show you full power Deathguard. First company. I think the other companies have commander boosts. That might have been the better way to go. Having those commander boosts. I do use my commanders a lot, so having that commander boost might have been better. And Deathguard has a lot of commanders too, so that might have been the smarter way to go. First company did give me that huge early game, so who knows? You guys can spend time thinking about that. Because it's Deathguard, it took me forever. My Titan's kind of fast, and it took me forever to... See, my guys are still behind. I got a bunch of dudes that are behind. So, yeah. Pretty rough. And yeah. So that's full power Deathguard. I'm kind of hoping you skip to this part, because I don't know if you guys want to hear me ramble for that long. And yeah, I really just want to get this video out because I've been thinking about it for a while, thinking of, oh, what should I say for this part and this part. So getting this video out takes a lot off my plate, so that's nice. And yeah, again, I just want to point out that I suck at unification. I did beat survival, but I do suck at unification. So let me get if you guys are unification experts, let me know out there if you guys have better ideas. So yeah, the computer only had 4,000 resources, and that was with a maxed out listening post. So I had, what, 142,000 resources? Quite a bit. I think my final resources was like 20,000. So I must have spent, let's see how much I spent. I spent 60,000. And I spent 26,000 power. Wow, Deathguard is expensive, huh? Interesting. So I only need 26,000 power to make full power Deathguard. So that's interesting. And I only need 60,000 for full power. So I don't need complete map control to get, yeah, interesting. I'll try to keep this in mind for player versus player. Now that I know I only need 26,000 power for full power Deathguard, now I know I probably won't go generator heavy. I think most factions go generator heavy, but I guess with Deathguard I don't have to go super generator heavy now. Now that I know that. Of course, I have more upgrades. I'm not sure. A lot of the Space Marines spawned with upgrades, so I'm not sure if those counted. Alright, let me show you the important number. So the final tally was 1,380 kills to 145 deaths. The 145 is the cultists and the rhinos and the level 1 units and all that. I think I'm not sure, but I think my zombies actually survived the whole game, which was weird, because they should get one-shotted by pretty much any level 2 unit. So, I'm not sure how they survived. And yeah, this took me a couple tries. I'm pretty proud of this number. Over 1,000 kills, 140 deaths. So I'm pretty proud of that number. If you guys can beat that, let me know. And yeah, I think I said everything. I don't think I have a lot more to talk about. I had fun. So yeah, it looks like Deathguard, I was able to take out the Space Marines no problem. So it's interesting. And yeah. And it seems like if I have a Titan in the right spot, vehicles just don't matter to me. I can just take out vehicles whenever. If I have my Titan in the right spot, that is. And yeah. And even though I spent an hour looking at Deathguard, I still haven't read everything. So I need to go back and just read everything they can do. Because I actually haven't done that yet. I haven't read everything they can do. So yeah, I'm still a Deathguard noob. I'm still a Unification noob. And yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, bye.